We begin with stampedes and scuffles today at shopping malls around the nation. People are clamoring for the release of the Air Jordan 11. It's an athletic shoe, but only a limited number are available, and it's leading to scenes of unruly crowds. Police in North Carolina had to break up fights at a mall while people waited to buy the shoes. This was just before dawn. When mall doors opened, crowds of people pushed their way in. And outside the Foot Locker store on the second floor, some shoppers started jumping the line while others at the back surged forward. And shoppers rushed the entrance of a mall in Indianapolis, Indiana. Some people's shoes fell off. Others fell down in the mad rush and then got run over by the crowds. The front doors to the mall were ripped off the hinges. Here in Northern California, problems developed at several malls, including Hilltop in Richmond, where 2,000 people turned out, only to be turned away when gunfire rang out and the sale was called off. Gil Diaz is in Richmond with the very latest. Gil?
Hi, Grace. Good afternoon. Yeah, we're standing outside Hilltop Mall. It officially opened at 10 o'clock this morning. I just spoke with the Richmond police. Now, they say that the stores or the shoe stores that carry the Air Jordans at this mall are supposed to start selling them again this noon. That's if they have any. Now, the reason they're selling them at noon is because they stopped selling them around 6:30 this morning when an alleged gunshot went off on that crowd. But everything is okay now. But no one imagined, no Northern California mall, not even the workers themselves, thought that this would get out of hand this much. But you know what? As you can see here, we've also seen that a lot of shoppers are still here. I haven't been able to ask them whether they've been able to grab or nab their Air Jordans, but a lot of them are doing their last-minute Christmas delivery. But you know, even though this opens at 10 o'clock, those 2,000 woke up around midnight, coming out here at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, fighting the crowds, fighting the police, fighting the security mall just to nab a pair of shoes. Now, like you mentioned, Grace, this is a retro black patent leather white shoes that is supposed to be a limited edition, and some of these stores don't even have enough for everyone to go around. And here's the chaos that happened earlier today.
Whoa, let me wipe them.
This is what the hype is all about. Limited edition retro white and black patent leather Air Jordans.
I had to get them for somebody, you know. If I can have them, then my brother can have them then.
The $180 shoes are so hot, some shoppers decide to wait more than 6 hours in line in the frigid temperatures just to nab a pair.
First, we went to Hillsdale Mall. Okay. There was 150 people out there, 36 pairs. They gave us a number, and it's going to be a raffle. That's some bull.
The demand became too intense at some shopping malls, like the Webertown Mall in Stockton, where crowds squeezed through doors. At the Bayfair Center in San Leandro, a rowdy crowd of 200 people broke down the entrance doors. In San Bruno, at the shops at Tanforan, police forced crowds to back up and form a single line after some people pushed and shoved their way to the front.
This is how the line's supposed to look. And it wasn't looking like that earlier. It was, bunched up. Everybody was everybody was in a bum rush.
At the Hilltop Mall in Richmond, where police say about 2,000 people gathered outside, an alleged gunshot went off.
And out of nowhere, we just hear a pop. And there was like cops all over the floor, like guarding people.
Until the cops started running over to a guy, and all I heard was, "Get that gun, get that gun."
That incident forced mall personnel to stop selling the shoes, which infuriated the crowd even more.
Everybody was looking for a entrance to go in.
No one was hurt during the incident, but a suspect is reportedly in custody. All of this turmoil over a pair of shoes.
Hey, this is Jordan.
As for that gunshot outside this mall, I just spoke with Richmond police. They do confirm it was a gunshot. Some people thought it was just firecrackers going off, but it was a gunshot. No one was hurt. They do have a 24-year-old Richmond man in custody. He did have that gun, and it was not registered to him. Grace?
Gil, I noticed a lot of younger people buying these shoes. Do any of them even remember when the first pair came out 15 years ago?
That's a funny question, because I know a lot of these people were teenagers. A lot of them saying, when I was younger, I used to have these shoes. And I'm thinking, you're probably 2-3 years old. But yeah, you know, even though Michael Jordan isn't even playing ball yet, I guess a lot of them, no matter how old you are, consider him the greatest basketball player ever.
They'll always be fans. All right. Thanks a lot, Gil.
Yeah.